Thank you, Army. Thank you for always waiting patiently for every update, every small moment, and every story that comes from BTS. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because your support is the reason emotional stories like this continue to live and reach people all around the world. Can a single frame really speak louder than thousands of words? Or is it within the silence that the deepest stories are? Hidden stories that have never been spoken out loud. Today, a brief moment that brought Jimin and Suga together once again stirred ARMY's emotions. Not because they did something grand, not because of bright smiles or dramatic interactions, but precisely because of that simplicity. Everything felt deeper, more emotional, and far more piercing to the heart. When Jimin and Suga appeared together, time seemed to slow down. The camera captured them in a simple frame, yet the aura felt instantly different. No words were exchanged, no exaggerated gestures, but their presence side by side created a warmth mixed with a quiet ache. Many ARMYs began to wonder, why did this moment feel so powerful? What was truly hidden behind Suga's calm gaze and Jimin's gentle expression? Suga walked with his familiar, steady steps, calm and grounded, like someone who has endured countless chapters in life. Beside him, Jimin appeared softer, and that softness made the contrast between them even more beautiful. To different personalities, to distinct energies, yet when they shared the same frame, everything felt perfectly balanced. Was this merely a coincidence? Or was there an emotional bond that didn't need words to be understood? ARMY, who witnessed this moment, felt a wave of emotions that was hard to explain. There was longing, there was pride, and there was also a subtle sadness. It was as if that single frame brought back the long journey they had walked together from the early days filled with struggle, sleepless nights, to the massive stages they now command. All of it seemed to resurface through just one fleeting moment. What made this moment even more dramatic was the silence between them. No laughter, no conversation caught on camera, yet that was exactly where its power lay. Many believe that Jimin and Suga don't need words to understand each other. Their closeness was formed long before cameras started recording. Is that why ARMY felt so deeply moved? Because we know that not every bond needs to be explained out loud. Jimin's expression that day looked deeper than usual. His gaze was gentle, yet it seemed to carry many thoughts within it. Some ARMYs speculated, was he remembering something? A distant memory, a struggle from the past, or perhaps a quiet gratitude for being able to stand here today with those who have always walked beside him. Meanwhile, Suga remained calm, carrying his steady aura, like a silent pillar who is always there without needing recognition. This moment wasn't just about two BTS members walking together. It was about the long story they carry, about how Suga, in his own way, has always been a figure of strength and stability, about how Jimin, with his emotional sensitivity, has the rare ability to touch hearts without effort. When these two energies meet, the result isn't an explosion but a silence that feels far more powerful. It's no surprise that this single frame spread rapidly and became a hot topic of discussion. ARMYs from all over the world shared it again and again, pouring their feelings into words, some even admitting they shed tears without realizing it. Why was the reaction so intense? Because for ARMY, Jimin and Suga are not just idols. They are symbols of a journey, reminders of dreams, and proof that sincerity can be felt even without words. There is an emotional drama that cannot be seen, yet is deeply felt. A drama about time that keeps moving forward, about change that cannot be avoided, about a future still filled with question marks. This one frame seems to ask all of us, are we ready for every new chapter that's coming? Are we ready to feel longing, hope, and pride all at once? What's certain is that this moment of Jimin and Suga was not just a passing coincidence. It left a mark on ARMY's hearts. It made us pause, take a breath, and realize how precious every second of togetherness truly is. Because we know moments like this don't come every day. And perhaps that is the greatest surprise of all. Not in what they did, but in what they made us feel. One frame, two souls, and thousands of emotions exploding in silence. Did you feel it too, ARMY? Or does this moment hold an even deeper meaning than we realize? And as the clip replayed again and again on screens around the world, many ARMY began to notice details they had missed at first glance. The distance between their steps, the way Jimin slightly adjusted his pace, the calm certainty in Suga's posture small. Things that felt strangely intentional. Could it be that moments like this reveal more than carefully planned stages ever could? In a world full of noise, this quiet scene felt almost too honest. Some fans said this was the kind of moment that only longtime bonds can create. The kind that doesn't need reassurance, doesn't seek attention, and doesn't demand explanation. Jimin and Suga have shared years of growth, pressure, doubt, and triumph. Perhaps that history was what made this frame feel so heavy with meaning. It wasn't about today alone, but about everything that came before it. There's also a bittersweet undertone that many couldn't ignore. The realization that time keeps moving, that chapters inevitably change, and that moments like these become memories faster than we expect. That's what made this scene emotional, even without tears. It quietly reminded ARMY to cherish what is happening now, before it becomes something we look back on with longing. What's fascinating is how this single frame sparked countless interpretations. Some saw comfort, others saw strength. Some felt calm, while others felt an ache they couldn't quite explain. And maybe that's the true power of Jimin and Suga. Together, their ability to reflect different emotions back to those who watch them, depending on what each heart is carrying. In the end, this wasn't a moment designed to go viral, yet it did. Not because it was loud, but because it was real. Not because it tried to impress, but because it connected. And that connection, once felt, is impossible to forget. So perhaps the real question isn't why this frame mattered so much, but why it stayed with us long after the screen went dark.